Hey everybody, welcome back to Whistle Thicket. I decided to try to make walnut syrup this year. First time ever doing it, not an expert. A matter of fact, this is my first time doing it, so don't call me an expert in walnut syrup making. But guess what? There's not a lot of people that make walnut syrup. It's very similar to maple syrup. I have a couple other videos I'll link throughout the video so you can kind of see the process. I've already had a video on how to tap a tree. Now I'm going to, for the first time ever, make syrup with you. So I have 4 or 5 trees tapped. Some of them have only been tapped for a day. There's 1 or 2 that have been tapped for 2 days. So we're going to collect the syrup, and then we're going to collect the sap and turn it into syrup. Now here's one of my walnut trees. This has only been going since yesterday, about 24 hours. Not that much, maybe half a gallon. And it takes, for maple syrup, 40 gallons to make 1 gallon of syrup. So 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. I think with walnut, it's a little bit bigger than that even. But again, I'm just doing this for fun, seeing if it could be a viable business in the future. I have tons of walnut trees that I could tap. And if I had 50 or 60 of these going, I might be able to make a significant amount of syrup. So let's go ahead and collect this and check out the rest of the bags. Only half a gallon, maybe. This here is a 16 quart pot, 4 gallon pot. I'm not going to put that much in there. But you see, you can tell that's sap and not just water, because you can see all of that fizzy there. So there's about a half gallon of syrup or sap. Here's another bag. Again, maybe half a gallon, so not too much. On the other side of this tree, we almost have a gallon here. This has been going about a day and a half, so that's pretty awesome. Here's my big mama. My big mama is pretty awesome if you ask me. This is about 3.5 gallons of sap in a day and a half. There's another tree down there. It was kind of on the small size, and I really don't have any sap in that tree, maybe like a cup. So those are my 4 other bags. I'm gonna pour some of these into my 16 quart pot, and then I have another bucket. So probably my guess is maybe I have 6 gallons of sap that I'm working with right now. This is just a fun thing I'm doing. Might bump it up next year. 6 gallons of sap. I might make a couple cups of syrup. So just enough to get a taste to see if we even like the walnut syrup. So let's go ahead and transfer these bags to my pot and my bucket. And the next step is so easy, we just start boiling. Every last drop. Ooh, that's a good sap haul. Right at 3 gallons, so pretty awesome. 3 gallons in a day and a half is, I think, pretty amazing. Sap and more sap. We are ready to start the next phase of our walnut syrup experiment, and that is just evaporating the water out, and the sugar that's in the walnut sap is going to caramelize, and I guess through that process is when you get that dark, rich color of syrup. I don't have a lot of sap in my boiler. I'm going to add it as it starts to condense. This is best done outside, but again, I don't have an outside setup. I was going to put it on my grill, but guess what? I don't have any propane. So we're going to do this on the stove top. I've read that it gets real sticky, but we're just going to see what happens. A friend of mine, Morgan, over at Goldshaw Farm, he has a YouTube channel. I'm going to link his video on how he made an evaporator just out of cinder block. It's really easy. He's up in Vermont, and he's making maple syrup. So go ahead and check out his channel. Seems like a nice guy. But yeah, let's go ahead and boil us some sap into syrup. So here is a finished product. I made my walnut sap into walnut syrup. This is about probably 2.5 gallons boiled down. A lot of times you see on the internet, it's 40 gallons to 1 gallon. But this was just an experiment, and I kind of started late, and I wasn't able to have enough trees tapped. This was just for fun, for an experiment, but I think I'm going to do this next year and try to tap maybe 20-30 trees, see what happens. But we are about to enjoy this walnut syrup for the first time ever on ice cream. So I have tasted it a little bit. It tastes nutty. So if you like walnuts, you're going to love walnut syrup. We're also going to have this for pancakes tomorrow. I am really excited to see how this goes on some nice ice cream. So thanks for watching, and if you got any questions or comments, go for it.